Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Gimpy Gamer 313. In this video we're going to continue our NASCAR Heat 4 series, running in the Extreme Dirt Tour series. What you see on the screen right now is we're actually setting up to run our own team in the coming season and setting up our associate sponsors and things of that nature. And this is not something that I'm going to continue in the game long term. It's just something I wanted to try to kind of explore this option and see what I'm more comfortable with, at least right now. So there we're purchasing a car. Here we're going to hire a mechanic, an aero engineer, and one other, their engine specialist. So she's going to be our engine specialist. He's going to be our aerodynamic specialist. Which actually I don't know if we're going to hire him right now or not. They're just explaining that we can train employees to make them better at their job. Here, again, they're just showing us each step of the process. Okay, for now we just have our engine specialist. I'll obviously change that at an upcoming point in the future. Here we're going to work on designing the way our car looks. Here we're just selecting our number. It just takes a minute because you literally have to go, you can't punch in the number you want. You have to manually click it over to the number you want. Okay, there we're going to save the design on the car. There we're getting things set up to start the season, running our own team. Here we're choosing our contract incentive. And I'm choosing that just based off of how I've ran previously and which one I think will be the easiest to achieve to get that little bit of extra funding. There you see we assigned an aero specialist. The problem with this is you have to have a car for the one road course race, short tracks, and long tracks. And you also had to hire specialists for each department for each one of those cars, or you're constantly having to shuffle the one employee between all the different cars. And it's just a lot to manage and keep up with. And a lot of times when I play the game, I would just assume jump into the game and start racing. Don't get me wrong, I like the business side of racing, but I don't want to deal with it all the time. A lot of times I just want to jump on here, play a game, maybe record a video to bring you guys some content. And I know what they're hoping. They're hoping that you'll buy enough employees to tune all the cars all the time. Because, see, they give you slots for 6 cars, but there's only 3 styles of racing. So, basically, they want you to have a primary car and a backup car for each type of track. Road course, short course, and long course. And I might have tried to take on this task a little too early as far as my funding is concerned. Okay, guys, I think we'll just fast forward through the rest of this. Okay, now we're finally going to go to the event. We're going to be running the dirt track at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. There you see that car goes by us. They were running a lower line and the preferred line for this particular course. We need to run an 18.3. Our last lap we ran an 18.5. So we're about 2/10 off. There you see we're drifting up through the corner. We get tapped. Pushed up into the wall. Okay, there, apparently something on our car is not right. Maybe we don't have enough motor, being that we're a lower level team. So I decided to just exit out of practice, go right into qualifying. They want us to run an 18.2. As you can see, the racing line for the track is really worn in, especially about middle of the track.
Okay, fast lap here.
I feel like we're running really slow compared to what we've ran in other cars. There we drift up, right up against the wall. We qualify with a 19-1. That's going to put us in last place. Again, I think our car being a starter team, I think we're lacking a lot in all departments as far as motor, aerodynamics, and suspension, because all of those play a factor in how the car will handle. Here we take the green flag. Obviously, we're at the back of the pack. We're just going to try to run this race, get the best result that we can. There, we're pushing up through the turn. We slow down and get it under control. Try to dive underneath. Pick up 23rd and 22nd. Car gets around us on the low side. One gets by us on the high side. We drift up and block him. But that kills a lot of our momentum on the straightaway. Again, we're having to let out of the throttle to get the car to turn. Because if we don't, the car pushes up all the way through the corner. There again, you can hear we're having to feather the throttle to get the car to turn through the corner. We're running 22nd currently, so not great, but good enough to get our contract incentive that I mentioned earlier. There we tag 21st and cross the line 22nd. Here's a breakdown of our race earnings. We earned a little over $4,000. Maybe a fraction of what we spent just getting things set up. So we're going to leave that event. Hopefully jump into another event as quickly as possible. There they're showing how all of the things on the car wore down during the race. And they're claiming that was harsh driving. There you see some comments from some other drivers regarding the race. Alright, we're going to exit out of that. That was the first race of this series, or this year for this series. Here again, we've got to go and assign work to the car. We're going to go and hire another engine specialist. Which again, I probably should not have done since I don't have two cars. There you see us spending some money to upgrade the different departments to hopefully make the car handle better. There we're selecting which car we're going to use for the race. Alright, and we're going to get underway, guys. We're going to be at Durban Speedway. Or Draben. I don't know. I screwed that up in the last video. Somebody tell me how it's pronounced. Okay guys, they want us to run a 16.8 in practice. We're going to get practice underway. There, I still feel like our car's slow, especially through the corners. And we're okay on entry, because you see we gain on cars on entry in the corner, but from about the middle off, I feel like we lose a lot. And obviously we've ran other cars on these tracks and ran much faster. And again, there you hear us feathering the throttle to get the car to rotate in the corner. There we make contact with that car, and that significantly slows us down. We ran a 17.2, so we're about 4/10 off of our goal time. Okay guys, I'm sorry about that. Something happened with my computer and QuickTime just stopped recording. So we're going to pick up where the last recording left off. We ran practice for this race. Our goal was a 16.8. Our best was a 17.2. So we're going to exit out. We're going to skip to qualifying. Pole is a 14.8. They want us to run a 16.7. And while we're doing this, guys, because there's not much to see, I will go ahead and say I started playing NASCAR Heat 5 and was debating bringing that content to the channel. However, it is literally the same game as this. The only difference being that, in my opinion, the graphics look a little bit cleaner and a little bit more crisp. But outside of that, it is literally the exact same game. And if I can, I'll try to get some screenshots and put side by side so you can see later in the video. And let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. But there we ran qualifying. We qualified 23rd. So we're going to get the race underway.
Cover to the green. Are you ready now? Hammer down, green's out.
There's the green flag. We're underway. Holding position currently. Remember, our contract incentive says we need to finish 22nd.
You got room, you're clear.
Running okay so far. Having to slow down a little more than I would like in the corners. There, Tony Stewart gets underneath us.
Inside.
We have another car come up and tap us in the rear. He takes 22nd. We battle back to reclaim 22nd. He goes back by us off the exit of the corner. We're going to tap him in the back end, try to push him out of the way, take 22nd back. Fall back to 23rd, dive underneath, take 22nd back again. He's going to go underneath us off the corner, regain the position. We're going to push him, really try to spin him out, but to no avail. We're on the last lap. Coming to the checkered flag. We're going to finish 23rd. And guys, that's actually going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. If it's your first time coming to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. As always, links to all of my social media will be in the description below. Look for future videos in this series coming every Friday at 6 a.m. as well as any video on the channel will drop Friday at 6 a.m. Also, a link to my other channel to watch me modify cars and build my Camaro into a track day car. Look for a link to that channel in the description below as well. Thanks for watching and have a great night. Okay, there guys, you just see some of the stuff that's happening to the car. Again, they're going to claim sloppy driving. And it takes the level of performance on everything down. Here is some messages from some racers after the event. We're going to reply to them. And that's going to close out the video. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Follow me on social media. And have a great night.